The history of the popes is a story of faith, power, conflict, and transformation, spanning nearly 2,000 years. From humble beginnings in the shadows of the Roman Empire to the global prominence of today's Vatican, the papacy has shaped not only religious life but also the course of Western civilization. The origins of the papacy trace back to St. Peter, one of Jesus Christ's apostles. According to tradition, Peter became the first bishop of Rome and was martyred there under Emperor Nero around 64 AD. His successors, known as popes, gradually gained influence among early Christian communities. In the centuries that followed, Rome's bishop came to be recognized as the spiritual leader of Christianity in the West, partly because of Rome's political importance and Peter's legacy. By the 4th century, with Emperor Constantine's legalization of Christianity, the Pope's role expanded dramatically. The Pope began to act as both spiritual leader and a political figure. As the Roman Empire crumbled, popes like Gregory the Great helped stabilize the West by providing charitable aid, organizing defense against invasions, and maintaining order. This blending of religious and secular roles became a defining feature of the medieval papacy. The Middle Ages were a period of rising papal power. Popes claimed authority over kings, launched crusades, and even dictated the fates of monarchs. The height of this influence came during the 11th and 12th centuries with leaders like Pope Gregory VII and Pope Innocent III. These men asserted the Pope's supremacy over all earthly rulers, laying the foundation for the idea that the Church stood above all earthly powers. Yet this power was not without challenge. The Avignon papacy in the 14th century saw the popes move from Rome to France, leading to charges of corruption and decline. The situation worsened during the Great Schism, when multiple men claimed to be the true pope. This divided the Church and damaged its credibility for decades until the schism was resolved in 1417 with the election of Pope Martin V. The Renaissance brought both splendor and scandal to the papacy. Popes like Julius II and Leo X patronized grand works of art, hiring Michelangelo and Raphael to beautify the Vatican. However, these popes were also known for nepotism, political intrigue, and extravagance. The excesses of the Renaissance Church contributed to the rise of the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century. Martin Luther's criticism of church practices, especially the sale of indulgences, sparked a massive religious upheaval. The papacy responded with the Counter-Reformation, a movement to reform internal corruption and reassert Catholic doctrine. Pope Paul III convened the Council of Trent, which clarified teachings and launched a revival that strengthened the papacy's hold over Catholic lands. In the centuries that followed, the Pope's political influence began to wane as secular governments grew stronger. The Papal States, once under direct papal control, were gradually absorbed into the newly unified nation of Italy. By 1870, Pope Pius IX lost control of Rome itself. In response, the Vatican declared the Pope a prisoner within the Vatican walls and rejected the authority of the new Italian state. In 1929, the Vatican and Italy signed the Lateran Treaty, creating the modern Vatican City as an independent state. This marked a turning point. The Pope, now free from political entanglements, emerged as a purely spiritual leader. In the 20th century, popes began to speak on global issues, address war and peace, and promote human rights. Pope John Paul II played a crucial role in opposing communism and was one of the most visible and beloved popes in history. His successor, Pope Benedict XVI, focused on tradition and theology before becoming the first pope in nearly 600 years to resign. His resignation paved the way for Pope Francis, who has since emphasized humility, social justice, and outreach to the marginalized. Today, the Pope is no longer a monarch of vast territories, but a spiritual leader to over 1 billion Catholics. Though his power has changed, the influence of the office remains profound. The history of the popes is one of continuity and change, of human flaws and divine aspirations, a reflection of the Church itself. Make sure to like and subscribe to support the channel.